If you are watching this video thinking that like it's about MS, this one is not about MS. This is a tag because I'm so bored right now. I just don't know what to do with myself, which actually is a good sign. But I'm going to get right to the tag. And it was one of those things where I just wrote down the questions. No one really tagged me because I don't really have that many friends on YouTube. Anyways, so we'll move on. So the first question is, do you sleep with or without the closet door shut? Whoa, they gotta be shut. I am a freak about it. They have to be shut. If they are open, it is not good. And part of that reason is because if they're open, like sometimes when it's really cold, you can feel a little draft coming, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore because we just got new siding put on our house. So, whoa, they gotta be shut. Now, moving on to number 2. Do I steal hotel shampoo? No, because I can't take the smell. I think that stuff is so toxic and gross that I would never, no. If I did like it, I would steal it, but I don't even know if you're stealing it because didn't you pay for it? I'm not really sure. But anyways, there's that. Now, question number 3. Have I ever stolen a street sign? I have not stolen it myself, but I was in the getaway car. I was 18 years old. I was with kind of this guy I was seeing at the time, and there was a street sign that had my last name on it, my maiden name at the time, and he said he would get it for me. He had this like milk truck thing, I'm not really sure, and we just backed up and hit it and hit it and hit it, and this is right in the city. I'm not really sure what we were thinking of, but when you're 18 and 19, you don't really think of stuff like that. But I did end up getting it, and it was in my dorm room, the whole big sign. Obviously, we took the pole off, the whole sign, and I had that on my bed, and it was quite a story. Do I like Post-it notes? I have the granddaddy Post-it notes because I do like them very much. And I like all different colors, too. Okay, if you were to be attacked, would you rather be attacked by a bear or a swarm of bees? Oh my God. I had a friend, one of my good friends, a few years ago. Her son came home and asked them, would you rather be attacked by a polar bear or a grizzly bear? Does it really matter which one you're attacked by? You're going down, man. I don't think it really matters, and I don't really have a preference. I just want over quick. I've suffered enough. All right, do I count the steps when I walk? Hell yeah, because I don't walk that much. So when I do, oh yeah, I'm feeling like I'm all that in a bag of chips. Now, that could get me on a whole different topic. We'll just continue on. Do I dance to no music? Not really. No. If there's music on, I can find myself doing a little bit of this, but I don't really dance to no music. Have I ever bitten the tops of pens or pencils? No, gross. But I'm going to tell you something I probably shouldn't. That's my barnacles cousin there above my eye. I know it's awful. My husband takes pen caps and he cleans his ears out with them. It is so gross. So I'm always very, very careful never to put a pen cap in my nose. What's my song of the week? My song of the week is Harry Chapin's Taxi. I'm just digging that song. I got a new Kindle Fire HDX, and I have been listening to the Harry Chapin radio on iHeartRadio, and I am digging it. I love 70s music like that. It is great. I love like where they tell a story, but there's also like a within the song. I like that. Okay, I can't read my own handwriting for number 10. Least favorite film. Oh my God, I know what it is. It's that Tom Hanks film where he's got the freaking soccer ball shipwrecked or abandoned or something like that. I really dislike that movie. I really hate it. And it's not because of his acting or anything like that. I mean, the guy's an obvious great actor, but the premise of being alone and your best friend is a ball. Oh my God, it's so awful. Oh, hate it. Is it called? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, what movie could I watch over and over again? That's very easy. My favorite movie is Step Brothers with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. There's so much wrong in one movie that I just watch it. As a matter of fact, we quote things around my house, like lines from the movie. Like, I've done the man time. I've put in the man hours. Now I'm studying the science. It is funny. Now, what's my favorite sandwich? That's a cross between a tuna fish sandwich and a kale and fresh tomato sandwich from the garden on toasted bread with some veggies and a little salt and garlic. Oh, it is lovely. Chinese astrological sign. I don't even know. I don't know what my Chinese astrological sign is. I was born in March. Do I believe in ghosts? I don't know if they're called ghosts, but I believe there's definitely different dimensions and there's different things. Like somebody could be sitting right next to me right now and I wouldn't be able to perceive them, but they're there in different dimensions. That's my thought. Do I ever have deja vu? Well, I have a little bit more than deja vu. I have, I don't want to say I'm psychic, but I'm very, I guess, perceptive. And there's some things I know that other people don't know, and it's just bizarre to me that they don't know. Like, for example, my friend, she got a divorce about 3 years ago, and she had started dating someone, and I knew the first time she dated this guy, I didn't meet him or anything. I'm just like, oh, she'll marry him, and they were getting married. I knew, I saw her wedding. I sometimes I see things like that. I saw her wedding, which hasn't happened yet, so I'm excited to see if it's the same view that I had when it comes true. And also the house that they ended up buying together is the house. I just knew it was the house. I've had like, I'm just going to tell you, man, because I don't care. When people die, I can talk with them for the first like week or so, and it's very strong. Once it gets past a week, I can't. And when I do that, it does take a lot out of me, and I don't like to do it. I will do it for certain people, but I don't really like to do it. Although now I'm a little bit more comfortable with it, and I've had like verification that things that I have said are true. Like one time I was going to get I was going to get a colonic, and my the therapist, her name was Jenny, and I'm laying there on the table, and she was a very spiritual woman, and she was a very nice person. And she told me, she's like, my dad just died yesterday. When I got to the door, I'm like, oh, we can do this another day. And she's like, no, he's in a different state. And, I just got back from that state last night. So I want to do her business. So, which was actually my business. But anyways, long story. So I'm laying there on the table and I just kept I kept hearing him say, she's my baby, she's my baby, she's my baby. I'm like, great. I'm like, here, I'm supposed to tell her this? This is too weird. And just for some reason, she kind of knew that I was getting, I don't know how, she said, she goes, if you have anything to share, go ahead. And I'm like, and again, I'm just like, right now, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I go, are you the baby of the house? Are you the baby of the family? And she goes, no. She's like, there's 10,000 of us, and I'm like 962. I'm like, oh. She's like, why? I said, because he keeps calling you his baby. And she goes, oh, he called all of us girls baby. And I'm like, all right. So I was like, all right, let me just keep going. So then I saw like these bushes, there was a red one, and then there was a purple one, and the purple one was like fading out, and I just kept seeing it strong. Like when I would close my eyes, it was so strong. And I said, I'm seeing and I explained what I saw, and she goes, oh, she goes, in his backyard right now, he had two favorite trees, and the red one's in bloom, and the purple one's dying out. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Number 2, check. And then this was freaking bizarre. And this one I fought a little bit. So I had my eyes closed and I kept seeing myself cutting my son's toenails. I kept seeing it, and I was like, I'm not going to say that. That's too weird. And so then I was like, I just couldn't stand it because the message or the view was so, he was driving me crazy, really. So anyway, I said, I'm seeing toenail clippers, and she just stopped right there, and she goes, wow, she said, every day while I was there, she'd been with him for the week prior, and she said every day when I was there, I was giving him a pedicure, and I was cutting his toenails and filing his nails and rubbing his feet. And I was like, ooh. And that right there made me like, okay, maybe I'm not crazy. So now I just, if it's going to help somebody, I'll do it. But I don't, like for instance, there was a kid, I don't know, this is a long time ago, maybe like 15 years ago. He lived down the street and he committed suicide, and his mother and father lived down there, and he came to me, and I was like, and I didn't know his parents. I didn't really know him. And I'm like, oh, there's no way that I'm going to go knock on the door and be like, oh, I just got a message. No, I was going to do that. And it was just kind of like the message was that I made a mistake. I'm putting on my lip gloss right now. 100% pure. But I can't see that because of the light. Anyway, it's just like it's okay. It's nothing crazy. Oh, I just went off on a tangent. I'm doing my list here. All right, so tea versus coffee. I do not drink coffee. I've never been able to tolerate it. I know it sounds crazy. Can't tolerate caffeine, so, and I do drink tea once in a while, but not often. I do have lemon tea, and I just bought some dandelion root tea. I like that. They say that's kind of like a, if you're trying to get off coffee, that's something that you can do, because it is similar tasting to coffee. It's very good. It's like strong. It's very good for your liver. And since it's liver season right now, I figure, hey. So, let's see. Do I have a hissy fit to get my own way? That is number 17. I would say no. My husband would say yes, of course. But no, I don't think so, really. No, I don't think so. With my kid, though, that's a little different. Sometimes I just I won't let him win because I can't. Give him an inch, man. I'll take a mile. And then at the number 18 is, do I want kids? I have one. I have a 14-year-old, and I originally wanted 2 kids, but I couldn't have 2 kids. So I'm happy that I have one. I'm very thankful for the experience. It's taught me a lot. And I was able, as he was growing and stuff, I could see the world through his eyes, and it was really an incredible experience. And on that note, he showed me his soul when he was maybe like 1. I had him in the bathtub giving him a bath, and I was just sitting there kind of like staring, and I just looked at his eyes, and it was like I was just like sucked in, and I could see him as an old Chinese man with the same eyes. And he like brought me in almost to his soul, and he showed me that, and then I came out. Now the irony here is that when my son was young, just like toddling around, he would run up to every Asian person there was. We went to a Japanese steakhouse when he was 1 year old. He was using chopsticks. I'm like, it's pretty interesting. He's always been very attracted to that. I got him into karate when he was younger. I'm going off on a tangent. All right, let's get back to this. So number 19 is the last time I had a portrait taken. Well, that would be last December. And it wasn't planned. It was my husband's aunt's 80th birthday party, and her brother-in-law was there, and he was in a wheelchair, and I guess he's losing it. And I've seen him around at parties and stuff, maybe like 2 or 3 times. And somebody came over to me, and they're like, Uncle Joe wants to get his picture taken with you. It's because I was in a wheelchair, so he wanted to get his picture taken with me. Hey, man, you know what? I don't ask questions about that stuff. I just do it, okay? So we went over there. We were freaking like, yeah. I had no idea what those pictures look like. I must look like a freak, but I don't care. I made him happy. Who cares? Who would I like to see in concert? I'd like to see AC/DC in concert. I'd like to see Rush in concert. I've seen 3 bands in concert. I've seen the Allman Brothers a couple times. I saw Prince in concert. That was my first one. That was Ducky. I've seen James Taylor, and I think that's it. I think that's obscene. And, you know, that's not really a huge want or need. What my dream is to freaking jog around the block, really. Let's see, where am I? I'm only at 15 minutes. Usually my videos are a lot longer. But, you know, just if you're still watching here, I don't even know if anyone's going to watch this, but like I haven't done an MS update because, of course, I'm onto something big right now. I am no longer vegan. I'm eating a lot of fish, and I feel so much better. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about eating raw food for a year and a half. That was, I learned a lot, but you know what? I shouldn't have done that. But I did, it brought me to where I am now, so I'm thankful for it. But I think if my personal opinion at this point is if you're going to detox, it's okay to do it. But I wouldn't do it for more than like a month at a time. And then I'd go and get your omega-6 and omega-3s back to where they need to be. And get your B12 levels up, because that was something dumb. I didn't even take B12 because I was like, everything's in the food. Oh, man. But anyways, that being said, I am doing well. Somebody's coming. I'm making a video, so could you go? All right. Bye.